so much for joining us this morning. We are so happy to see you all today and to open our doors. Now, my name is Alexis Simmons. I'm the communications coordinator here for the Charleston County Public Library, and I know that we've had a lot of you looking in the windows, just excited with anticipation to come inside this library. And we can't tell you how excited it is for you all to be here with us today to see this renovation that has been underway. Now, I know that you all are looking forward to exploring the rest of the branch, so we'll go ahead and get things started. We're going to start this morning with the invocation by Reverend Dr. Carlos Taylor from Morris Street Baptist Church.
Shall we pray? We are thankful to Thee for the celebration of one who gave so much to us, the development of the mind, the Reverend John Dart, Dart Hall, John L. Dart Library, and we pray this space would provide young people with an avenue to continue to enrich their mind so we may be more like you. Amen.
Amen. All right, next we will have our Executive Director of the Charleston County Public Library, Angela Craig.
Good morning, everyone. I will be brief as I know that we want to cut the ribbon on this branch and start checking out some books. My name is Angela Craig. I'm the Executive Director of Charleston County Public Library. Welcome to your John L. Dart Library. There are so many people to thank. I would like to thank the CCPL board. I would like to thank the community for voting for the referendum, for getting us the funds for revitalizing this beautiful branch. I want to thank our City of Charleston Mayor, Mayor Coswell. Thank you for being here today, Mayor. We appreciate that. Any other elected officials, thank you for your presence today and thank you for your support. Thank you to the county staff, to the facilities department for your wonderful stewardship of this project. Thank you to Leo Architecture for the design and MBCon for construction. And thank you to the CCPL team, all of you, front of house, back of house, and to the Dart Library staff. You guys are rock stars. Thank you. This branch is incredibly special because it was established by the family of the Reverend John L. Dart almost 100 years ago from his personal library and was the first free public library for African Americans in Charleston. And this branch has deep roots in the community and allowed for African Americans to check out books and take them home in a time when they didn't really have a lot of access. And that set the seeds and the groundwork for us to have a presence in this community here. I really want to thank the Graham family for being here today. Cynthia Graham Hurd was a beloved branch manager. She was one of the Manual 9, and we celebrate all the work that she did here at the John L. Dart Library. She was its manager for over 20 years. And she mentored and she cared for the community, and she brought a lot of good folks in, and she has a presence here, and this is where a lot of her good work started. Many of you here knew her, were mentored by her, touched by her, and we continue her legacy to this day. We have a staff award named after her, and in this building, all of her good work that set, again, a foundation. We hope that it continues to live on through what we do here in this building, so thank you to the Graham family. This branch holds a special place for all the community. The renovations are here to enliven and invigorate for everyone in Charleston County. We have a beautiful meeting space. We have a study room that has some of John L. Dart's original collection. We have refreshed books, we have computers, we have a place for you to sit and hang out, to study, to learn, and to grow. The interior finishes, the bright colors, the natural light, everything. The building feels bigger. I promise it's not, but it really does because of the way it's programmed and because of the way we maximize the space. Everyone is welcome here, and I really, really hope that if you don't have a library card, you go get one right now. The Dart staff will help you. You check out as many books as you possibly can. You can return those books to anywhere in the system. We are part of CCPL, and we welcome you to your Dart Library. Thank you so much for being here.
Next, we have City of Charleston Mayor William Coswell.
Well, thank you all. Glad to be here this morning. And for those of you that don't know, I'm only 3 weeks in, so bear with me here, folks. My first ribbon cutting, and honestly, couldn't be prouder that it's at this facility. Such an incredible place in our city's history and our city's culture. And it's been at least 30 years since I've been into this building, and I can tell you, last time I was here, it didn't look like this, and it really is incredible and a testament to giving back. I think that we have such an incredible facility here. So I'd also like to give a shout out. How many librarians do we have in the room? If you would raise your hand, let's give them a round of applause. I mean, thank you for what you do. I'll be honest with you, I used to get in a lot of trouble in libraries because if you haven't been able to tell, I have a loud voice and I was getting a lot of shh. But again, in all seriousness, what you do for our community is very impactful. So thank you from the city of Charleston and from myself. I'd also like to give a shout out to the folks on the staff here that have been part of this community and part of this renovation process, which I know can have a lot of headaches involved with it, but the end result here is pretty spectacular. So a quick thanks to Maya Hollingshed, who I met earlier. Where is she? There she is, all right. Julia Brandel, there she is. Michelle Monroe, somewhere. Okay, there we go. Cheryl Warren. Tia McCord. Lindsay Peruse, Felicity Adams, and Asha Jackson. And of course the owl. We got to give him a little bit of love too, right? Ashley Brown. Okay, sorry. Apologies for that. Again, 3 weeks in, folks. I'm living and learning, right? I'll wrap up and just say that I think it was Walter Cronkite that said, the investment that we make in libraries pales in comparison to what it does for our society and keeping our country educated. So hats off to what you do. Proud to be a part of this, and look forward to coming here more often in the future. So again, thank you all for being here, and congratulations.
Thank you, Mayor. Next, we have the CCPL Board of Trustees Chair, Rob Byko.
Well, thank you all for coming. They've said it all, so I'll just sit down now. No, I would like to thank you all to come. And I think I just saw Jerry, one of our board members, walk in the door. Jerry, thank you for being here with us. I would also like to acknowledge the Charleston County Council and Mr. Mayor, thank you for being with us here today. I'd like to thank you all for attending this morning's opening and the reopening of this historic branch of Charleston County Public Library. In many ways, it was touched on that the John L. Dart Library represents the heart and soul of the Charleston County Public Library system. Its rich history reflects how and why public libraries, in fact, got their start. If you haven't seen the wonderful film, I think Dr. Nick Butler was involved in creating the film that tells the history of this branch, and John L. Dart and his daughter, Susan, in how the library got its start and how it reflects the wonderful opportunity to bring that knowledge and the opportunity of lifelong learning to the community and for them to take advantage of that. So we very much thank Nick for that and your staff in putting that together. From those early beginnings, what we see before us today, the beautiful upgrades, the bright natural light-filled rooms, the modern decor, open spaces, new technology, refreshed collection, all of what you see could not be possible without you, the Charleston County patrons. By voting to support your libraries with the passing of the 2014 referendum, today we can provide this and other Charleston communities with a 5-star rated public library system, a knowledge center, a service hub for our communities and for what they deserve. Beyond the books and the audio-video materials, CCPL Libraries and our 5-star staff, dedicated professionals, bring so many resources from technology assistance to food access to all of our patrons. In fact, this location in the back corner there by the front door is home to one of our free and fresh fridges. Managed that, I did that, where patrons have access to wholesome fruits and vegetables throughout the year at no cost, thanks to our local community partners. At almost 100 years old, this library will remain a vital part of the City of Charleston and Charleston County Public Library system. The board and I hope these renovations serve this community and help this branch continue its long-lasting impact for many, many more years to come. We are so proud to continue and build upon the inspired legacy of Reverend Dart and Susan Dart Butler by providing our patrons with access to a lifetime of learning. Thank you.
All right, please welcome our branch manager of the John L. Dart Library, Maya Hollingshed.
Good morning. My name is Maya Hollingshed, and I am the new branch manager of the historic John L. Dart Library. And yes, I'm related to Kevin. Yes, my family are the Plumbers, and yes, I am proud to say I am Karen's daughter. So for y'all Benyas, I went ahead and got that out the way for you. I would like to first acknowledge give me just a second, Carla Barnes and her husband here. She is the great granddaughter of the Reverend Dart, and I would like to acknowledge the grand family who is also here today. Today, we are gathered here to celebrate the latest chapter in Dart Library history. For over 95 years, the Dart Library has assisted in the educational and social needs of Charleston residents. It is the first library in the state of South Carolina that was founded for the African American community. Founded by Susan Dart Butler, our namesake's daughter, the library has served thousands of patrons, first on Kraken Street, and for the last 55 years, here on 1067 King Street. After 15 months of renovations and preparations, the Dart Library is ready to serve the community again. We have more seating areas. We have a meeting room right here that serves up to 35 people. The Dart Collection, which holds volumes of African American history books for reference, now has its own room and can also be used as a private study space. We have new shelving, a refreshed book collection, new technology, including computer areas for children and teens. Our free and fresh fridge over here in the back is stocked with fruits and vegetables to serve our patrons who need it. I would also like to thank publicly our dedicated staff here at Dart and other CCPL staff who have worked hard over the last few months to provide services and programs for patrons of all ages. This library was founded to serve the African American community during a time when segregation was the law. We will continue to honor that identity because that is our identity. But we welcome everyone here with open arms, no matter your race, ethnicity, sexual orientation, religion, age, national orientation, immigration status, disability, or education. As we say in the Gullah Geechee community, and paraphrasing from a local tire store commercial, if you come ya or been ya, we want you to get ya. Last, but certainly not least, we want to honor someone who is still near and dear to us at DART and CCPL. Cynthia Graham Hurd was manager here for 21 years before she was promoted to St. Andrew's Library. But after she left, she still kept a special place in her heart for DART, the library she went to as a child. She had plans to come back to DART to teach a gardening class that third week in June in 2015. But sadly, her life was cut short, along with the lives of 8 others on that warm Wednesday evening. Even though she is no longer with us in person, she lives with us in spirit among the many lives she has touched, including mine and many of us in here in this building. I'm thinking she's getting a kick out of all of this, trying to see me run DART. I think she really is up there trying to, really. But as she will always say, my staff and I will make it do what it do. Thank you to Charleston community for supporting DART. As we recognize our past, acknowledge our present, and celebrating our future. My staff and I look forward to serving you with the great service that has been a part of this library for more than nine decades. Now let's start this new chapter. Thank you.
Thank you, Maya. Well, it is time to explore the branch, and we will cut the ribbon as well, so just stand by for one moment. But thank you all for joining us today.
Need that for the makerspace. They sure do. All right.
Everybody ready?
All right. 1, 2, 3.